Okay, this is my dog right here. He over there peeing. Now you see that dog that how he ran over here? See how big he is? This man, and he's out there. And he just let this dog, he got two of them. One is black, this one is brown. Now this one is the same color as the dog that I keep. You see how big that dog is? And I think he sends him over here because he know that he's not over there with him. He got two. One is jet black, that one is brown. Now you see how big this dog is. There's no way this dog should be running loose. No way that dog should be running loose. And I think he sends him over here on purpose. Not just him, but the other one too. Those dogs should be tied up on a chain and not running loose. Because you never know when a dog might attack. Dogs have attacked their own owners. That's the same man that took this chain loose apart over in this corner. And the dogs was on the other side. See, he do stuff out of meanness. And then my daughter, every single time, she catches an attitude with me. Every time. And I was standing in the door, but I had moved to the side. There's no way she couldn't got past me. And she want to start fussing with me, talking about I'm in the way. No, you are not that big. I'm not that big where you couldn't come out that door. Every single time me and her gets in an argument. Even when it's her dog, I'm trying to defend. Now you see how big that dog is. And like I said, sometimes you can't trust your own family. And I mean it. Look at his little self. That dog just sitting there looking at him. Now this is the dog. Look how this is the top of the fence right here. This is the top of the fence. Now look where his head is at. He got his head down a little bit. If he stands straight up, his head will be at the top of this fence. Now this the second time this month that he done came over here. The first time I didn't record it right then and there, and then I had a hard time finding him, so I didn't get checked. But he was over here, and that man will not call him back. Sometime I have the last time I went all the way out here, standing in between them. I'm way out here, and I was under attack while I was out there. When he went back, you can see I'm in the doorway, and he called him back after he heard me calling the dog. And that might be who be attacking the dog. Him. He might be the one that be attacking this dog. Cause when he go outside, them two big dogs will come up. They'd always come one at a time. But he don't call the dog back. We don't know this dog. One thing you don't do is just have a dog loose when they're not in a fence. These dogs is in a fence. They're not out running around. But these people, this man right here, and this guy over here have dogs that they just let run loose. These dogs over here, they be all over the neighborhood barking at people. They have come over here trying to attack the UPS man. The guy that cut our grass. The last time he came over here, the dog was over here trying to attack him. Dogs are not supposed to just run free. Just because they won't bite you, that don't mean they won't bite somebody else. It went bite. Now you see how big that dog is over this dog here. He out there just kicking dirt like he bad. I don't know if them girl dogs or boy dogs. I don't know nothing about those dogs. I don't know how friendly they are or what. But that day I went out there, I walked all the way out to the fence. He didn't bark at me. He just stood there looking at me. And that man didn't call him not one time. The girl came over with a big stick. I had a rope, and he talking about I better not hit his. I wasn't trying to hit his. I was trying to put fear in him to make him come on back here. Cause I don't be if that dog. I don't know if that dog can jump the fence or what it can do. I know one thing. I'm not trying to fight no big dog like that. And he trying to look like he trying to figure out how to get out the fence. They took this part of loose, the part over here, the end of this fence up down over in this corner. They took a loose, and over here they took a loose. So what I did brought some chains and locks, and my daughter husband he took some boys and chained it up and put the boys up there. Cause the dogs got out 2 times because of these people. There was a girl over here at this house. She the one who got them out over at this side, and she was feeding them. I looked the dogs when I knew anything. The dog was on the porch. I could hear them barking, but they had already been all the way down here to the end. And this dude here was coming from over there. But like I said, they communicate. And she called him and told him to call him back. And for somehow I could hear her on this security system. I don't know how I was able to hear her on the community. And he called him back because I had them fussed at him. I was out there fussing at everybody. And so when I came in here and looked at the security system, I saw that he called them back. They wouldn't go to him. They ran over here in this yard and came over here and came up on the porch, and they started barking at him. And that's when I heard them. And that's what I would tell. And then my daughter just happened to come up, her and her husband, because I was out there fussing. And that girl told me they went up under the fence. I said, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. I said, you did something. Cause one thing I know, those dogs don't go up under the fence because they was dogs used to be dogs over there. Over here, they'd be running back and forth, playing, and they never try to go up under the fence. I don't even know if they can go up under the fence. She let them out because she was feeding them. That's how mean these people are. Then after she did what she did, he did what he did. And I know it was him because I saw him trying to fix the fence. So he was the only one out there. And the two youngest dogs were way over here on the other side of the fence. I just happened to come to the door and they over there. The black one was trying to figure out how to get back in the fence, and the other looked like she was getting ready to take off. And I called my daughter and told her they're on the other side of the fence. And he was that same man. You know, these people just bothered you and treat you like you the problem. But we don't bother nobody. We just here. I moved up here to take care of my sister. And the only reason I moved up here was because her doctor was up here. And he won't know hell. He dead and gone, probably in hell, being raped by the demons. There ain't no telling. But he knew he couldn't help her. He knew he couldn't help her because he knew that she's being tortured, making $300 a visit. These people are just pure evil. They just pure evil. Pure evil. And they just won't leave you alone. I don't hardly get no sleep because I'm under attack where they're shooting me. I mean actually shooting me with something that's caused holes to go through the aluminum foil, go through my panties, through my clothes. So that them holes is not just in my clothes, my panties, and in the aluminum foil, it's in me. And I'm probably hemorrhaging on the inside. And this prophetess was prophesizing that God was saying something gonna happen to people blood. That's it. By us hemorrhaging, probably cause things to get infected inside our body. With all these holes, I mean, this been going on now. I don't know how long it's been going on. I'm just noticing it for the last few weeks. The holes, but I had already saw the holes in my pants. I thought maybe the hole was coming from washing, but I noticed the holes in my panties, and there wasn't no holes in my panties when I put them on. By me sitting in here in these chairs, they are shooting me while I'm sitting down, but I could feel the heat. But I thought it was that I be thinking it's that some kind of air or energy or something that goes in my private area, and it's when I'm asleep it rushes in me. But it's not just rushing in me, they're actually shooting me too. Now this woman over here, ever since she moved over there, she been hiring people to come and put stuff down in her yard over here, and in her back, around the back of her house. She even had them coming over here on this over here at the end of this yard and down here. And I do have it on video and all the way down this street, going around the corner. And they just put some stuff last month behind this fence all the way to the main highway, all the way down here. They were using them big old crane things, the big yellow tractor looking things that dig holes. And I got that on video as much as I could, but you can still see them. And then the psychiatrists, they demonize the psychiatrist because the psychiatrist, if you try to go to court and tell the judge what these people are doing to you, he'll have you put away. And that's what they've been doing to people because the judges are part of this too. I don't even know if they're human. I'm telling you, I've seen things happen even with the judge. The judge that when we took my sister to court to get her away from these people, something was going on with that judge's eyes, and they are into the demonic. Our medical, our law, the lawyer, the judges, the sheriff department, the police, our military. There was this one guy saying they're not human, and he too was saying they reptilians. I know for a fact that I've seen that some of them are reptilians because God showed it to me. And this is who we are dealing with. They want to take over the earth. They want to destroy humanity. And that's why they created that C19 thing so you can take that B thing because inside that V thing is stuff in there to transhumanize you. And now those who took that vaccine is being owned by the ones who created the vaccine. But I don't supposed to say that word, but I done said it now. I didn't mean to, but the V thing. But it's the truth. It's already out here, and they the ones saying it. That the people that took it are owned by the people that created it, and that people, because I didn't take it. People who took that V thing are now transhumans because they got stuff inside the V thing to transhumanize you. And you got people, that's why some of these young teenagers were falling dead because of the bots. Once it get in your body, it start doing all sorts of things. We in a time, the Bible say, in the day that the inner day will be like the days of Noah. But I don't know in the days of Noah. Well, there was transhumanizing people. They was turning people into half this and half that. They doing that now too, down underground in the laboratories. And we gonna find out. That's why they looking for the bones of giants, so they can use their DNA to create more giants. And to turn half horse, have centrons, and uh, the half goat, and the half this, half man, half goat, half horse, half man, all sorts of crap. Mermaids, all sorts of things that the same mass that the fallen angel was creating in the days of Noah, in the giants. They were doing all sorts of things back in those days, and they still doing them. Still doing them. But I just got upset because he keep doing that. He know that dog. He know that dog is not over there with him, and he know the dog comes over here. The girls, they used to fight each other. They would jump that because one of them had just had puppies, and the daughter would jump on the mama and beat the mama up. She did it 2 times, and because that dog was standing over there on the other side of this fence, and I said he's a demon or something. I don't know. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is not normal. There's some unnormal stuff going on, and because humans sitting back prefer to say we crazy, prefer to laugh at us when we showing them what they doing to our bodies, you're gonna regret it. I'm trying to tell you. The Bible say there'll be a time when men's hearts will fail them because of what's coming on the earth. And that's gonna happen. Because y'all sit back and you don't say nothing, you don't try to fight nothing, you don't try to do nothing, but just sit in your house because you think it ain't happening to you, but it is. Every person that is human is under attack. And they kidnapping our children. People act just like they don't care because they ain't in their family. But they could happen to your family as well as anybody else's because they want our organs. They eat human, and they like black people organs. That's why there's so many of our black children, our youth is going missing. And then they hunt them. They hunt them like animals. And even if I wasn't going through what I'm going through, but if I was to know it, I'm going to say something because I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. Because if I was a coward, I wouldn't be making these videos now. I got sense enough to know that people not just crazy. My sister used to tell me that she see people coming in through her walls. And I believed her. And then I thought about just last night that my daughter, one of my daughters told me when she was a young girl, she used to see people coming in through the walls. And it took me back to that. In our little hometown of Rowland, North Carolina. My children were seeing things in the house. And it's probably because you got some evil, wicked jokers doing things, sending this stuff in the house, causing me to have all type of demonic dreams and stuff. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get off of here. I'm gonna get off of here